For me, again, yeah, I've been pretty an open book about it since. So I think if you do your digging outside the show, you would have known these things, but I was very, more detailed this time around and on podcast, just given our story, because now I can at least be more open about it, because it was just my perspective that I could give, right? Without ruining all of their lives. If they didn't want to share it, that was on them. I never, till this, like, they came on, I never used names. So that was something I really stood by, and I was like, it's not my story to tell on them, but like I still wanted to share my experience with it. So I really tried without like throwing like their names out. So yes, it was nice that she came in because it kind of opened the gates of me being able to also speak like actual truth as well about who was involved and who wasn't. So that part of it I think will be nice, but it's something I haven't told before, like what we were up to at these parties. And yes, it's obviously not something I'm proud of because I'm still living in that time almost of like talking about it and reliving it, but freeing at the same time. So pros and cons for sure. I mean, originally, obviously, we were giving her crap for just kind of like coming in. We're like, oh, you didn't want to do it, now you do. Like we're just very upfront. Like, hey, we obviously know that you came into this knowing it was like a good hit, and she did admit that, which was great because it's like there was no way you were probably going to get around that, right? So I appreciated her honesty with it, and of course, I left that relationship also hurting her. So it wasn't just like this one way street where she left me. It was both of us that cost her for each other and betray each other, I would say. So like for me, it was easy to like let her back in, give her grace because I was given that grace by other people, so I wanted to give it to her in return. We still go through our obstacles, as I'm sure. I don't know if it gets deeper in, with the season, but we still go through waves of navigating our friendship as well. But again, today we're, sitting side by side, so it was good.
What was it like to hear her?
I honestly got that relief, I think, a long time. I had to let it go a while back because it was something that I just didn't think they'd ever actually admit. So for me, it was like, that's my truth, that's theirs, and if no one believes me, then that's fine. Obviously, it is very validating to have it come back around and be like, oh my gosh, like, she was telling the truth. And I was a villain, for a couple years before. It was like, it almost looked like I was like a liar that was crazy telling these stories. But in reality, yeah, it is nice to obviously have them come through. But I think also with her, it wasn't the fact that they were wanting to, like, she wasn't wanting to, like, throw me to the wolves. I think she was just scared to admit that she had done these things. And put it out to your family, especially in the Mormon culture. That's not something you want to really admit to. So not that I think both of us learned that we could have done things a lot differently given that time. But I think it just took her a minute to finally come to terms with, I've got to at least let it out. And like, I think it was freeing for her to at least finally come out with it and then be who she wants to be. Because again, she wasn't, doing and living the life that she wanted. And so I think she's a lot more free now that it's off her chest. So I imagine it's a major relief for her.